My name is Connie Jacob, and I'm an urban missionary here in Calgary, Alberta. One of the things that I do as an urban missionary is I'm a dance teacher in schools, and I go in and I just pour courage into young people. But another thing that I do is I produce shows, dance shows here in the city that are actually geared to a non-Christian audience. And my goal and my prayer from day one was to do theatrical productions in actual theaters in the heart of our city. Last year we had the opportunity of doing this at the Vertigo Theatre at the base of the Calgary Tower, and we did it with organizations that are all helping combat poverty. This year we have the opportunity to take over one of the most amazing theaters in our city. It's 101 years old, and it's an elite theater. Last year, a friend of mine and I went to a show at Theatre Grand Junction downtown, and I just turned to her and I said, next year, this is our theater. And we both laughed because honestly, it's impossible to get into this theater. No one gets in. You have to apply, and they're very picky. Anyways, we applied and we got in, and it's just an absolute miracle. And so what I'm looking for is I'm looking for churches who are willing to take on the vision of reaching people. And our show this year has a budget of $30,000. The highest budget that I've ever done for a show is about $6,000. So this is a huge jump. And every step of the way I've asked God, are you sure? Are you sure? And He keeps giving me the assurance that this is going to work. But what it's going to take is for people like yourself who believe in getting the message and the kingdom to come in the heart of city centers. And so I'm looking for churches that are innovative. I'm looking for pastors who believe in getting to the heart of the city. And for you to just even help us with getting the message out to your congregation. People who can invest in the show, people who have businesses, corporations, anything. We're just throwing it out there and just finding out who could possibly help. Let me tell you something. I believe that churches need to invest in the arts because that's where people are. That's where the liberals are. That's where people who want to think about things are. They won't walk into your church, but they will walk into a theater. Now, just a disclaimer, before you think anything, I just want you to know that my shows are not for Christians, and it doesn't have a Christian message. Yet, underneath the social justice issue is always the heart of the gospel. And I believe that as we take over city centers like Theatre Grand Junction or like any theater in Calgary, that we're bringing the kingdom to earth, that we're shifting atmospheres, that we're getting to the very core of culture and making a shift and standing for things that we need to be standing for, that Christ would stand for. And so I just wanted to put it out there, see if your church is interested even in us coming in and just sharing the vision with your congregation. We take 5 to 10 minutes, but this is something that we really believe in. The show is in June 14th, 15th here in Calgary. We have a fundraiser at Hotel Arts, which is another really elite place that's just opened the door for us to come in. It's an absolute miracle, and we want to take every step possible to do this. Last year, our shows sold out, and we're just praying that this year our shows will sell out again. We're raising money for Wild Garden, which is my friend Sarah Curdy, another just really innovative woman who's reaching out in social justice issues. Not exactly sure what it's looking like yet, if it's going to be a shelter, but it's going to reach out to pregnant women who have nothing, no support or anything. And so we're fundraising for that. So everything that we do is always raising funds for something in the social justice genre, as well as we're all about that's what we present. This year our show Invisible is about women's vulnerabilities. So we're touching on issues like trafficking, eating disorders, cutting, domestic violence, abuse, women objectification, all of those types of things. And so if this pulls your heartstring, can you please contact me? My email is info@mpactdance.com. Again, mpact.com. And I would love to hear from you.